What's up, comic book friends? It's Tony Critical here with my first ever video, so bear with me. Gonna start off by talking about what I liked from last week, disliked, what was interesting, stuff like that. Then I'm gonna talk about today's pulls, spoiler warning, and then a little bit about what's coming out next week to look forward to. Before we get into everything, I thought I'd just let you know a little bit about myself. I haven't been into comics that long, maybe like a year and a half, got really into it. I remember my first comic book I ever read as a kid is actually that one up there. 146, Green Lantern Volume 3, pretty much when Kyle Rayner comes into the picture and becomes Ion. But after that, I never really read that much. I got really hooked last year, so I'm not exactly an expert. I don't know all the artists, I don't know all the writers, but I like to talk about comics, and not many of my friends are into it, so hopefully we can build a community and talk about it with each other. Now, to get started, I'm gonna throw up my pull list from last week. Screenshot right here. And I'm gonna start talking about DC first, which actually is not the best week for me for DC. I usually have like a ton of DC that I love, but I wasn't thrilled with anything. I will say Batman Static Beyond came to a conclusion. It has been good. I'm a pretty big Static fan. I got him up there. But it felt like a little bit rushed and like kind of corny the way Shutdown, well, spoiler alert, the way Shutdown kind of turns, finds his redemption. It just seems really fast and kind of pointless. He'd been fighting back against them, and then he just sees the Earth darkened, supposedly because of his shutdown, and has a change of heart after he's kidnapped by aliens. I don't know. I will say, now going on to Batman, this was pretty sick. Spoiler alert for this too. Batman, Bruce Wayne, burns down Wayne Manor. And from a little bit of research I did, it hasn't been destroyed many times in the past. There was like an earthquake or something. There's some other like alternate stories where it's been destroyed, but this is pretty big. It seems like it's a big part of the Batman mythos, and it's just gone now. So we'll see how that happens. Like, what happens with that? Are they gonna make a new one? Where's the new headquarters? I don't know. I'm pretty sure it was taken over anyway. People are saying. Like, I'm just kind of now getting into Batman, so we'll see what happens with that. And the one thing I'll say, maybe you guys are surprised by, DC X Sonic the Hedgehog Metal Legion. Actually pretty damn good. It's a nice, just fun read. Good little intro book into the series. You get a little bit of a one-on-one between each of the characters and their counterparts. And I actually really like the end with Dr. Eggman and Lex Luthor. It's just kind of a funny team up. But that's pretty much it for DC. Going on to Marvel, my best book of the week was definitely Storm, Earth's Mightiest Mutant. Psych. I don't know if anybody really loved this. I mean, I'm sure some of you guys did, but I'll say the art has been amazing all the way through, and the dialogue itself and like the actual technical writing, Iredell is great. He's good, really good with that. But the actual pacing and the plot that's being told, the story that's being told, it's too much, too all over the place. I've said it before, at least on Comic Geeks, that maybe it's the editorial that's, forcing these shorter runs and it's kind of limiting them or limiting him. But it's been a little disappointing because he's such a cool character and kind of expect to see a bit more from that. What I actually did like the most, which is I was really grateful that I liked this so much, Wade Wilson Deadpool, issue 4. So I've been liking it, mostly just because it's Deadpool. Like, it'd be really hard for me not to like Deadpool. He's just such a cool character. But it felt like it's been missing something, and this one kind of kicked it up to the next notch. We get kind of answers about why Deadpool is so depressed, what happened to his daughter, and you get answers about where the messages are coming from, and it's a really big kind of twist or a surprise, at least to me. I don't know, I don't research this stuff, but I don't think it's been revealed before, at least that this person has these powers, and it's just so sick. Plus, it's just really cool art, and what he does to get free himself, so cool. But that's pretty much it for Marvel this week. Nothing crazy there. Actually, a couple more things about Marvel. Deadpool 2, issue 2 was sick. And Civil War Unmasked by Christos Gage was also sick. Gotta give him kudos. He's a fellow Greek, so I'll be biased like that. But I just thought it was a pretty interesting story, and I didn't know. I think it was Bishop in that. Had never read him, so maybe I'll pick up the new series that's coming out with him because he seems pretty cool. But now let's move on to indies. So for indies, first off, there's a couple that I did not get around to. I just picked up Royals 1 last week. Royals 2 came out. Big poker player. Poker's my shit ever since I saw Rounders back when I was in high school. Because I just picked up the first one last week. I haven't read that one and the second one. So, and is Ted okay? I just got this in the mail like yesterday because the store did not have my second issue for me. So those I'll talk about maybe next week. But first place here, Dog Tag. I don't know if you're into history, but this is just it seems to do justice to how serious World War II was, and it builds on real life stories. I don't know if the exact details are true down to the people's names and stuff like that, but it is just, you know what, I gotta actually read a line from here. That's how sick it is. Like right at the end. I literally got goosebumps like reading this. The war is real. In fact, it's the only thing that is. We are figments of its imagination, just little names stamped onto metal sheets, collected by someone who barely had time to read them. Tags once pulled that disappear forever. We are the ghost army. And there's kind of a few, I literally got goosebumps again. There's a lot of lines like that in this, and I think this will be a good series if they keep going like that. So now going over to my kind of honorable mention, I guess, for the indies is She-Spawn, which I almost did not pick up because I've never read Spawn before, and I figured I should maybe just start with Spawn, but I'm really glad I did. It's a really narration heavy, but it works for me because I'm being introduced to the character, and she's just a really cool, badass character. Maybe some people think it's like kind of overdone, like the tough female thing, but I think it's just so well written that I love it. Just lines like, let me just pull it out real quick. There's a couple that I thought were really good. I've been a soldier since my first period. A grunt, merc, special agent, and other stuff. Worse stuff. Just thought that's kind of cool. And then this one was great here, where she's talking about advice her squad. I think about all this unsolicited advice my squad would give me. Medieval said I should get drunk. Redeemer said I should get scourged. And Haunt said I needed to get laid. Hell, I find an open bar and a willing hand. I might get me all three. I just love that. So there's a lot of that. And I think it works. It's well written. And I got one more to talk about from the indies, which I think I would be remiss not to talk about, which is Ben 10. I wasn't too crazy about this. Maybe it's because I was like 16 plus when it came out, and so I wasn't really like the target demographic. And I saw some episodes, but I never was obsessed with it. Never really loved it. But I mean, the art's great. Really cool concept where you're transforming into stuff. Dialogue's well written. Just didn't really pull me in. Like, oh, I gotta keep reading this. But I mean, I will probably pick up at least a few more issues. I heard it's gonna have like a bit of a darker tone to it. Didn't really see much of that in issue 1, but we'll see. And I think that's about it for last week's pulls. Now, I'm going to talk a little bit about this week's, and I'll throw up again a screenshot of what I've got pulled this week. And it's actually right here. A nice big stack. I'll show you guys. Oh yeah. I'm going to fast forward while I separate these by publisher, which I always do. All right, so I'll go through the Marvel stuff first. So Captain America is kind of building up on this Armageddon event, which I still do not know much about. Armageddon assembles in 1 month. I've loved Captain America, mostly just because of Colton. I'm kind of a big fanboy of his right now. I love the just Afghanistan background, the Middle East background, and the more modern interpretation. Well, I guess more modern version of Captain America. If you don't know, Captain America, as you know him, like Frozen from World War II, still exists, but there was another program that created this guy Colton, who was Captain America during the War on Terror, I guess. Next, Iron Man. My name's Tony, so ever since I was a kid, I was an Iron Man fan. Can't help that. And this has been a fun run. Haven't like loved it like some other books, but it's been really good. And this one should be an interesting read because we got a bit of a cliffhanger. I don't really know how he's gonna get out of the trouble he's in. And now finally we have the Amazing Spider-Man, Venom, Death Spiral body count #1. I read all of Amazing Spider-Man, the latest run, starting at #1. And I read all of this event, and I actually really liked Torment. Really cool concept for a character. Probably won't spoil it too much to say that he sees the connections between people's, like the family connection between people, and if he kills one person, he's like has to kind of like kill the family. It's like a weird compulsion. So I guess we're gonna find out about him and how he came to be. Now going on to DC, I'm gonna just start with the one I'm so stoked for, Absolute Martian Manhunter. This is probably what got me really like pulling a lot of comics. I've been reading, like I got a couple here and there. I was reading on what's it called, DC Infinite, Marvel Unlimited, but I had to like keep up with this. I had to like stay on the latest issue with this, and it kind of got me into the habit and the ritual of going to the comic book store every Wednesday. And this, oh my god, even just flipping through it a little bit, it's just like ridiculous. If you haven't read this, just please check it out. The art's amazing. It's ending after this one, I believe, on 12. And I was like bummed at first, but honestly, the amount of acid that they must be doing to write and draw like this would be unhealthy. Like it's literally reading like an acid trip. It's amazing. The art, the paneling, the story. You probably know by now, but it's not Martian Manhunter like you know him. It's a completely different being. Can't wait for that. And like with that, it's the type of book, like give it its time, read it, give it its time, maybe even reread the one before so you kind of refresh yourself, because it's a mind for sure. Now, Absolute Batman, the Robins come into play on this one. I actually got a variant for this too, which I don't usually, but it was just so sick. I had to pick up the variant, so I got these. I don't really pick up that many variants. I do sometimes, but there's no one like I'm like always picking up, like no artist or anything. Absolute Batman, what can I say about that? It's just 5 out of 5 every friggin' week. No complaints about that. I know I'm gonna love it. Probably like the biggest change for like the Absolute line, well, Absolute Martian Manhunter probably, but Absolute Batman's really different from like mainline Batman. And then we got this, which goes really connected from the last Batman issue, which explains why she's in jail. I just thought I'd check it out. I don't really know much about her, but I mean, I know she was Oracle. She was like disabled in the wheelchair, and then she got some kind of chip that like made it so she could walk again. I guess some people want her to be back in a wheelchair again, which I mean, I can understand that as just some kind of having a character to represent that type of life and that maybe struggles or just how people live. Maybe they can compromise. It would be cool if maybe the chip doesn't work, but she can remote control some kind of like robot body and still be a crime fighter in that way, and not just be the command center person. Now going on to Firestorm. Dope. Really good first issue. Really excited to see where that goes. Never really heard about that character before last issue. Seems like almost omnipotent, almost like the Sentry or something. Like he can just really strong. Big Green Lantern fan. Remember my first ever issue I remember picking up Green Lantern over there, and I just always loved it, the idea of it. And this has been getting really good. There was times at the Green Lantern Corps where I almost felt like there's too much like major crisis to major crisis. They didn't have time for like kind of smaller adventures, but The pacing is working really well now, and there's some interesting stuff going on, especially with Jon Stewart. Jon Stewart's a weird guy, man. He's a clone, and the real one died, and he's got all the memories, and his mother is in his ring, or was, and then his sister is some kind of Green Lantern construct. So it's like, was Jon Stewart just anti-death here? Like, has nothing to do with death? I don't know. Finally, for DC is Bleeding Hearts 4, which is amazing. Denise Camp also is the writer. He's also the writer for Absolute Martian Manhunter. Probably should have mentioned that. I'll get better at that as I kind of just internalize all the names more as I read more, and as I do this more. I should mention the writers and artists and give them credit, because they work really hard, and they deserve it. But Bleeding Hearts is amazing. It's a zombie book, but it's not really a zombie book. Yeah, it's not The Walking Dead. It's not headshot zombies, chainsaw a bunch of zombies. It's not that. This kind of is. Going on to the indies now. This has been like a sleeper hit for me. I did not expect to like it. I thought it was a one-of, first of all, and then I actually really liked the first one, and I was stoked to see that there's just like a bunch more. It's been really fun, and I think the writing of the dialogue, the character, like, it really feels like Ash. It's just sick. I play D&D. I'm a dungeon master. First one was a little bit iffy for me because it felt like they were just like too D&D-ish, but now it's so good. I actually really like this. I'm excited for this one. This one, Space Ghost, I'm just behind on it because I was waiting for the trades to come out. This I picked up on a whim. I honestly know nothing about it. Olympus Saga. I'm Greek. I'm a sucker for that stuff. What can I say? I gotta check it out. Geiger, also up there. Amazing. And this one's gonna be a really sick issue. If you guys are up to date on it, you know what I'm talking about. I don't see how there's not going to be huge changes after this one. It's amazing. Pretty much radioactive guy, absorbed like a nuclear blast, can't be touched by weapons pretty much. When he's glowing, it's just like bullets will melt off of him, and he can like just melt through a car, whatever the hell you want. It's amazing. He actually kind of has like radioactive explosions too. He's sick. And last but not least, there's Dork, which I don't know if it was the hype of the first one. It was so overhyped. I don't know if you know, I don't really care about buying books for money and selling them or anything like that. And I'm only modern. That's why I don't even touch like the keys or whatever. I don't really care about that right now. Maybe eventually I'd like some just to have like for Iron Man and Green Lantern. But yeah, that was like really hyped up with the first issue with the pricing and everything. So I kind of was a little bit maybe not disappointed, but I just didn't think it lived up to it. But now by issue 3, I'm like really into it. It's just really fun. It's funny. It's cute. It's like, I don't know, it's like Cartoon Network or something. It's really good. And that is about it for my pulls. That's everything. So now going over next week, what I'm most excited about. Honestly, nothing I'm that crazy. Absolute Green Arrow, #1. That should be cool. Looking forward to End of Life, which I'm kind of surprised that I like that so much. It's been getting better every week, I think. Always looking forward to Amazing Spider-Man. And Star Trek Last Starship, that's just kind of, if you're a Trekker, whatever you want to call us, it's really good. I didn't know about Star Trek comics. I thought it was going to be like gimmicky, like just, relying on the name of Star Trek to sell, but it's damn good. It's actually like one of the best comics I've been reading lately. Lobo's sick. Excited for that. It's just kind of fun. Like I don't think there'll be a bad one with Jorge Corona on the art. It's just so sick. It's going to be fun. I know it will be. That's about it, guys. Be really interested to know what you guys think about any of these books, anything coming out. If there's anything you want me to kind of talk about, let me know. Hopefully I get better at this as time goes on. But really, I just thought it'd be fun to have someone to talk to for comics, because I don't have any comic friends. You guys are my comic friends now. One of my buddies like reads a few of them, and I kind of bend his ear a bit too much when I come to talk about comics. So hopefully I can talk to you guys. Cool. Well, you guys have a really good, beautiful new comic book day. Hope you enjoy your pulls. And that's it. Peace.